start stream. So hello to everyone, guys. Today we have a game of two teams with 2-0 statistic, and this is the third round. We have two teams. What a surprise. SoundCloud versus for Deutchland. So Rita, as my co-caster, will join me a little bit later. What do I know about this map? It looks like this random here is mirrored. The thing is, as this map is left versus right, this mirror means that right team is closer to the middle compared to the left one. But honestly, because of those lines, there is not a huge difference, as you cannot build your town here. So just no way. Yes, but this is a walkable tile, so that's not a problem. For now, I will send some links to my stream. It's done, so probably more guys will come soon. Good evening, Thunder. So what do we have here, actually? Let me check the randomization. More gold for the bottom players, which stands for Mithrellas and Botso. Not a big amount of food, but playable one. Here we can see a little more food, I mean especially wine. Less sausages, but wine and fish covers that. Less gold, sure. So that's it. I suppose players will not. I mean, the bottom players will not use these two stone mountains at the same time, leaving that stone to the top player. Here. So actually, I will just close my webcam as I'm going to eat something. What are they pinning at? Probably that's just a random ping. What can I say? Open farm here. Yeah, for the bottom players there is an open farm. But it seems like no one will use that opportunity. Hello, Mikus. Two woodcutters here for plant-only mode. Something unusual, I suppose. I mean, there is not that many trees on this map initially, so it would be not wise decision to cut this forest immediately. But probably you want to some clear space right under your storehouse and near stone as well. So probably this forest will be like moved to another place, but not now, and later. But the problem is that you cannot move it to the top, as there is your ally, your teammate. So the only place here is bottom. And that's a little bit tricky, to be honest. Even 4 woodcutters. Actually, this one I should definitely mention. Something unusual for sure. Well, though this is the edge of the map, you can use this area for woodcutter, for planting and cutting those trees. While there is no such opportunity for w33. Only 2 slots? Well, if we are talking about closely located, then it is so. Only 2. Which is really unfavorable for some kind of iron plus gold strategies. Though there are 4 gold mine slots here. So, what can I... of course, it's possible to expect some kind of default strategy. Unfair wood advantage for the right side. Yeah, I agree, but it's not a big one. It's not something decisive. It's better to have mirrored randomization with this slight advantage of possibility of like planting and cutting trees here, as there is no opportunity to go to this side because of this line. No possibly road here. It is better than having an unmirrored random like on double roads, because sometimes you can just watch on the random conditions and say for sure who will win. If the teams are a little bit, or at least a little bit equal. You can see this thing actually on Schleswig map, which is, in my opinion, the best map with such script. But even there, that's a possible situation. Actually, it can be dealt with. I mean, by map maker. Just to make the location borders and possible storehouse position not so close to the edge. Well, 3 sides is not 4. Yeah, I was talking about what strategies can we expect in such conditions. Of course, it can be default, or it can be gold only, with a lot of farms and trades to gold. We'll see. This one, I mean gold only, is kinda risky, as your power spike is just at the end of peacetime when you rush. Though it's possible to keep your economy in kinda not bad condition, because the core of this economy build is are still farms. a lot of farms, and you use trades of skins to gold ore. And as you can see, there is plenty of gold for that purposes. So it's still not bad spam. But for sure, their spike is just the time after peacetime end. Yeah, the conditions here for such strategy here, I think they are nice. But it's still a secret what we will see. Here, I don't know for Batsoy and Mithrellas. Probably I expect Mithrellas to play default every game. Just because I've never seen Mithrellas playing something unique and unusual. He's just a really good default player. But I don't know for this guy. Can you show the amount of food? It's not that bad. It's a little bit better for the top team. More fish and wine barrels. But still decent even for the bottom. Can be worse. Those two are still in plant-only mode. Still working though. He's rushing for the iron, guys, you see? Quite an early timing. Probably not for iron only, but for trees as well, as he really needs to get some extra wood. As it's definitely not enough to get onto your first forest. So you have either this way or this one, but going here provides you nothing. I mean, probably some space for farms, but nothing more. And here you also get iron, and I think I agree with his decision to rush here for this wood. As Mithrellas, well, this... It's like you spend a lot of time and 3 timbers to get 12. Probably just doesn't worth it. I mean, move those roads here and you will get the same situation, but by far more trees available. But we'll see. Two farms already for DontTalk. 2 iron mines immediately. Still not clear about his intentions. Probably default strategy as well. Just with probably early iron ore storing. Or just making them 2+1 forges, for example. Or quick 1+1 forges till the end of the game and paying all the rest of the attention to farms. Or it still can be something town hall related. I cannot throw this possibility from becoming true. Oh, Ritter. Are you hinting at something? Okay. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
That's kind you know, a default speech from the English, I mean, grammar books.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm
Many games I can see, especially this storehouse's placement.
Probably a little bit better than w33 has.
A little?
Yeah, let's let this be a little.
But he has a lot of food. And I guess the start was fast.
For all four players.
What a lucky guys.
I was judging about the possible strategies here, but it's likely to see for defaults once again.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure as well, but what from judging from what I'm seeing right now.
I just
it's
know that
likely.
boss at some moment can go bottom and take this gold.
For some kind of gold only strategy.
Look, he's making third gold mine. He will do it.
Yeah, probably.
Just because he has nothing to improve. Nothing else.
I suppose that the top players probably would go for that, as they have only 2 iron mines, so probably some kind of gold only strategy is possible. Actually, for DontTalk, I see a mill as his a mill and a stable, which actually a huge hint that that won't be a default strategy.
I don't know, he is making a lot of horses in default strategies as well. So I can say for sure. We'll see.
You are free to talk something in a minute, as I am finishing my evening meal.
Okay, go on. Have a good appetite.
Thank you.
It's very interesting, by the way. DontTalk already has his mines, his iron mines. W33 is only finishing them.
33 is probably still going for the default.
I would do the same in this situation, just because other resources are crazy far. It's better to make farms than go to this gold and iron.
Yeah, but you can make farms and then switch to a gold only strategy, trading skins to gold ore. And as you can see, there is plenty of coal to make, for example, 10 coal mines just for 10 metallurgists or stuff like that.
Hello, Harry.
Okay, I'm finished. I have finished eating, so. Yeah, judging from those 2 quarries above, well, by the way, why I'm pink? Whatever. He is going to play default and build some farms around the top, so. I think it's almost clear. Mithrellas is experiencing some wood issues, and one of the reasons probably that he had only one forest, closely located forest available. And
I don't see such issues for Botso.
as he decided to go here, and he actually made by far more early woodcutters on his base. 2 of them were in planting only mode from the beginning.
That's smart, I would say.
And that's why he's feeling good right now. More
Actually,
buildings
how do you
constructed.
think who will win?
Actually, I forgot to make a bet.
Yeah, I see that you forgot to do this. But it's just a question. By the way,
Well,
maybe it's not late to make.
yeah, I am making right now, but not for half of an hour, but for 10 minutes.
The fact is that the team that will win today will play with us next round. for sure.
So you can check it.
I'm checking.
Yeah, that's for sure because the only team with a 2-0 score who was playing against the 1-1 score team,
Yeah,
they lost
yesterday.
yesterday. That was Mikus and Sokol.
So one of these teams will be 3-0.
Well, it's almost easier to say that SoundCloud is a favorite. But
I have to say that I don't like that Mithrellas made already a nil.
yeah, as well, and I also see that he's experiencing those timber troubles, so he also made those two woodcutters, but they will give their impact like in 10 minutes or something like that. So he's in huge trouble as he just doesn't have tree trunks. Let me check the graphs. Just compare his amount and Botsor's one. Just compare. It's almost twice a lead by Botsor. Made because of his early management.
Like more to the left here, like this, for example, and make cut only for now. It would really help.
Yeah. But now he's in trouble. But actually, yeah, that was a really smart decision by Batso with that plant only mode from the very beginning. As now he just have an amazing amount of tree trunks possible to be cut.
It's not fatal, but
it's close to be so actually, because you know,
that
looking at that situation, I recognize some old good old games on Golden Cliffs, you know, somewhere back into 2013 or something, 15. I mean, or even 13, yeah. Something like that. So that was kind of usual picture for almost for like the majority of players. But
I would say I don't like how he is building his town. Just, I mean, the decisions. It would be better to blend everything at top. It's very interesting what bots or DontTalk will make here. It would be nice to blend it as well.
Well, let us wait. Actually, the really kind of feasible mistake of Botso is having only two sawmills by now. Because in terms of tree trunks, he is more than okay. But he needs just more timbers. As you can see, there are some issues with building on the bottom for him.
I just mean that it's better for him. He went to make farms at bottom, and it looks much more
acceptable.
Profitable, I would say.
Okay. But okay, those farms. He's building some kind of free branch or what? But because I see farms.
Doing this.
Probably
so he will make some melee units from town hall.
But here it's not like some minutes of you can with 4 gold mines you can do quite a lot of units from town hall as you started storing the gold like on someone like on the 26th minute.
I don't think that he will add the last one at this mountain.
It depends on what is the initial amount of gold ore on this there. It's something like 20 to 100, I mean that's kind of small, and yeah, then probably he shouldn't do that.
But look, he's scouting for this, for bottom one.
Yeah.
And he will go there.
And I can only agree with that decision. No fish there, by the way.
Yeah, completely no fish at the map.
So while like 2 of 4 players already have a bakery, and w33 is planning his meal, seeing just 2 swine farms without any even hints of meal is something brave, at least.
Yeah, I guess so.
But still no third sawmill. And that's, well, the later we see this picture, the more it's like it kind of a mistake.
The funny thing is that he's not even planning to make it.
Yeah, that's it. What about DontTalk? So horses, mills, iron, iron. Yeah, there are 2 armor smithies.
And he's also making town hall. Yeah, I guess this would be
Like
a
a
rash strategy.
For me, it seems like something 3 branch strategy. No, okay,
He
probably
has
not
no
about.
spine farm. What
Yeah,
are you
yeah,
talking
that's
about?
yeah. That's only about Botso probably.
Yeah, Botsa is going there, and DontTalk is not. It's something else. Something more wild, I would say.
Well, the longer I am looking at them, the more I somehow starting to feel that they actually can get this one. If we keep in mind that Mithrellas faced some issues. I mean, kinda huge one. And okay, where is the third? Okay, so there is a third sawmill, so it's not a problem. But he is behind. Not that strong, not that much. But we'll see in the future. And it seems like everything is more than okay for 33. Also, 2 armor smithies and no weapon smithies for this moment. So yeah, it's just usual default strategy. Free spine farms plus meal.
I would say that it would be better for DontTalk to do what Botsa is doing. Just because Botsa has something to develop, he can go for this gold mountain to the bottom. And DontTalk has only 2 iron mines, and all other resources are just crazy far.
You would prefer to see DontTalk playing with bigger amount of farms, am I right?
Yeah, I think it would be better in this case.
Well, maybe. Maybe.
Just because, look at him, he has nothing else he can add right now except farms or woodcutters. And
Yeah,
something like that.
you can also add farm. Always can add some farms. That's not a problem. But every time I see that iron plus gold strategy, you always have in previous game players always had some extra mountains or some other ways to develop exactly gold or iron. But here there is no such possibility, so it's probably better to just add more farms, and you probably will not have a big amount of leather by peacetime end, but you will just produce almost at the same rate as all the other players after it.
I wouldn't say that there is no possibility. They're just not using it. These resources to the top, for example, this gold and iron.
You mean those?
That's not too far.
You mean this?
Yeah, I mean this.
Well, with some quarries on the top. Well,
yeah,
we'll see.
He could just try to get this stone at top and then take all these resources. Like, make only 3 quarries at bottom, then start making wood to the left and to the top.
Yeah, but
get quarries.
But
there.
another scenario is, it seems like it will be, it's more likely to see it as just some timber trades or stuff like that. I would still prefer probably build farms, not just timber trade. But it's up to him.
He will not trade timber. Looks like he will trade
access directly.
Yeah, or something like that. I don't know. It looks like 5 minutes after peacetime game. Maybe they will do it, maybe not.
Seems so, yeah. Actually, look at w33's plans. He is going for that top Iron Mountain.
Because he already took everything at bottom that he could.
And 7 farms as well for him. So he is pretty confident in his vector. What is your opinion on Vagabond plus Night Rush? I mean, there is no need in Vagabonds.
It's always better to make barbarians instead of vagabonds.
Well, with Vagabonds of for 4 costs, probably have twice more Vagabonds compared to Barbarians is a better thing.
By the way, maybe it's not that bad if you can catch something with your knights and go and kill town with this stuff. But using them in battle is just something.
The question is, what would be the impact on your knights amount if you will pay a lot of attention to the gold production? Because the best knight rush I've seen in the past years was by Motherland in their finals against SoundCloud, exactly. That was the decisive game. Well, it was not because of strategy choice, but because of tactical decisions, and you know it perfectly, I suppose.
Yeah, I know that.
It's just
I don't know, you
Mithrellas.
can make pretty fast about 3 gold mines and smelters, but it's the question how much gold you will have. I don't know.
Well, you need only 50 recruits, by the way, for 50 knights.
I don't even think that 50. You need about 40. It's not that easy to make 50 knights, to be honest, and
It depends on the map.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how it relies on that.
The map where we did it was just really cool for that. And here, for example, if any of these players would start right now, I think it's just impossible in these conditions.
Depends on random position of storehouse, I suppose. Probably if you
I mean, these randoms that
yeah,
got
yeah. You just need
just
some
impossible.
close position to gold or iron mines. I mean, at least.
And actually, it's better. We did it in old version. Here it's a bit easier.
But so is dying, by the way. I've heard 2 dead citizens by now. Yeah.
Yeah,
2 overall.
He's starving.
He comes
really.
the 3rd one. And that is what I was surprised about, because of those 2 swine farms without any other stuff. First of all, I mean bakeries. Now he has one, but it doesn't work at the moment.
I'm more surprised that Mithrellas is starving. Because he started with nil.
No, he's not like starving. I mean, all those hungry citizens came to inn, ate there, and they are happy.
Yeah, no one died yet. But something is weird here as well.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Hello,
I mean, top
friends.
team, both of them had more food at the start, so it's no surprise that they are okay. 40 knights for 40 vagabonds. For 40 vagabonds you need 200 gold somehow.
Yeah, 200 gold, that's a lot. You will not make it with 3 metallurgists for sure.
For example, we can see the amount of gold which Botso will have possessing 3 quite early metallurgists, somewhere like from 26 minutes. For now he has 82.
No, let's see how much he did actually in statistics. So
No, I just
it's about
watching
250, something like that.
close
And
to
he
be
had
so.
about 60.
I would prefer to use the amount in Tower Hall directly. For now, just Town Hall is just a storehouse for gold. It's actually possible to move gold away from there. We need less recruits. It's on gold, on 4 gold. Yeah, that's just not that big amount of maps with 4 or more gold mine slots. Well, DontTalk is in statistics he is leader in amount of weapons, but we should count that those are axes which are traded to gold directly, so we cannot really count that. And you can also cannot use marketplace for gold, because in that strategy you use X trades for horses, as it's really difficult to make 40 and even 50 horses or just on 2 stables.
On
So,
2 it's impossible.
and
You need more.
how many did you? It was 2 or 3? I don't
If I
remember.
remember correct, we made 2 stables just because they are working really, or even 1.
No, there were at least 2, as far as I remember.
Because if you make 3rd, it starts working too late and it's more profitable to use trades. That's why we didn't make more than 2 for sure, but I'm not... Actually, I can check. I can open a replay. 6720. That's, by the way,
Okay, while
really
he's
cool.
checking the replays, it's kinda difficult to compare their army power right now. What can we see here? So DontTalk is trying to make like swords for knights and some X-bows. No pikes, it seems, for him. Just barbarians. Those will go for barbarians plus X-bows plus knights. Here is something more difficult, as it's something default related, but with gold collection from the beginning. So probably I expect around 20 probably barbarians from here, but it can be less, as he is also developing his leather branch of production, so he will have to equip more recruits for that. So it's not guaranteed that he will have 20. 20 for 20 you need 160 gold. So we'll see. What about this guy? Well, that's a little bit dangerous.
Who are you talking about?
But Mithrellas. Where? Even for those two? So yeah, he was probably missing a tile. So about Mithrellas, no armor, weaponsmith is still. So it's kinda dangerous to catch up. He can just be in the same situation which Terry was in. One is ready, second is only going to be, and there are 9 minutes left, and it's possible to be.
That he has too much iron to catch up, so he should be fine.
Just about time. I mean, he will catch up, for example, by 65th minute, or maybe even someone like that, but the thing is, for example, Terry also had a lack of 10 swords in game against you, but there was just no time to fix that. And here is something similar, it seems, because we know that guys against them playing with Town Hall. And playing with Town Hall means that player going to rush you.
Yeah, we did 2 stables.
It was like 2 stables and access, wooden weapons trade.
Yeah.
That was access anyway. Some militias provided. What about 33? Well, also kinda unbalanced state of iron weapons for now, but the 2 are already working, though the top one is probably a little bit struggling, not working
I'm
with
not
its
sure
full
that we are
potential.
focusing right now at something that is really important. I mean, there is... just look at his barracks.
Which
He has crazy amount of weapons, but only 4 recruits. 7
yeah,
minutes left, and he's only now making 3rd school, so I think he will have
the same
50
issues.
soldiers maximum, not more.
These problems are combined, I must say. So yeah, in combination can have a really little consequences. But
And
what
if
about the right
Botso and
guys?
DontTalk will move fast, that might be really critical.
Seems like that, actually. Well, Botso is struggling with his amount of leather armor. But
Yeah, I see.
everything else is fine. Probably some recruits for Botso are still required.
It's okay, he will catch up, I think.
Yeah, he will.
At least this amount of bows that he has, he will for sure.
He doesn't need much. The same goes for DontTalk, but he is trading it for gold. So 20 barbarians, 14 knights.
He stopped trading, by the way.
Yeah, he's storing for some for militia. Well, because 20
Militia is
barbarians are
better.
okay, and some militia, yeah, in terms of flanking, city invading, and all the other stuff. I think that's smart decision to combine those expensive units and cheap ones. Actually, nothing to do for him. He can make some towers just for memes.
Yeah, right now even Mithrellas, I would say, making better
Then
in
who?
terms of rush defending than W33.
Probably, but Zero Swords is really not convincing.
Oh, by the way, I didn't see it. So he just now started.
Yeah, that was I was talking about like 5 minutes ago.
I don't know. This was already 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, and
Why?
it made 6 or 7 weapons already. That's yeah, I see
Oh.
7, 1 sword and 6 spikes.
Spikes.
So
Oh God.
here comes the 7th one, and yeah, he's a really deep shit. I'm in trouble.
It's GG, by the way.
It's the same thing seems like for W33. There are 0 swords for 15 iron shields. Because those guys are still playing 70 piece time, like in good old days of 6720 on
Yeah,
Plankton.
but this map, by the way, is really small, so it's not so far to go.
Yeah, I should agree. As
I
there
don't
is,
see that they are making.
so
even
there are no
towers.
diagonal routes or
Sorry,
something like
sorry.
that. Sorry.
There is one.
Just review. Well, it's, this map is difficult to create some kind of defense, you know.
That's true.
So.
But it's better to have it than don't.
Like this one is copium actually. Because for example, if you build 7 in, for example, near barracks and near school and somewhere else, probably they will have some kind of impact. But I cannot say that this is like something like huge possible win of iron plus gold strategy. It's like about the punishment for being greedy and those mistakes with weapons. And probably recruits for W33.
This is just awful. He has only one.
Yeah, he's not in
Tannery.
time.
He will not make enough.
There are only 3 workshops, anyway. But probably he should switch from making bows to axes, for example.
Yeah, That would be much better.
to support it with militia. And actually, as I can see, if your goal is to rush,
Oh, he has even stored some skins.
oh yeah, yeah. Well, my thought was, is your goal is to rush someone, then probably abandon leather like vector of your city and pay all the attention to store more gold and make more knights and whatsoever. And actually follow it with militia. It's still better in terms of rushing, because this city, I mean Botsos one, is better in long terms compared to DontTalk, but it's still worse, for example, than their cities.
It's okay. He, by the way, managed this. Look, he's trading some bows to fish.
I think that's smart. Actually, exactly that fish. A baker is eating that fish right now. So impact is spotted, mentioned. So it's...
I hope no one needs it.
Okay. He needs it.
Okay,
So...
54 recruits. That's all he has.
You know, it's 72... It's like 90 units for DontTalk right now. Yeah, that knights and X-bows and a lot of militia and barbarians, but it's 90. You know, it's even possible to kill that army probably with 90 rebels, but I won't be said sure, but because of possibility of encircling. Oh, okay, I just... 90 is not enough, but maybe twice more.
Right team has just wonderful chances right now to win.
Yeah.
The question is what they will do.
I mean, it's quite obvious if you play in Russian strategy, you should rush. it's like nothing else you can do. You cannot postpone your attack.
I've seen some games where players are doing something like that and then they are just staying.
Those guys are... it looks like they know what they do. And
But it's weird. It's weird strategy picked by Botso, in my opinion.
Cannot be that
better
sure.
not to focus that much on farms. If DontTalk is not playing for a late game, there is no need to do this as well.
Yeah, I should agree. Because I think even gold only strategy with a lot of farms has better late game potential than what DontTalk has right now. But the thing is, he has more than enough to finish it.
The question is, who is making something weird? Because it looks like one player is going for long game, another is going for
a short
game.
one, yeah. So, like,
some misunderstanding.
Independently, those strategies are good, but combined, it's questioned.
Yeah. Let's go. Maybe.
Hope so. Yeah.
Wonderful.
We'll start soon.
Let's see.
54 and actually 75 for Mithrellas, but lack of the 13 swords.
He will catch it up. Look, someone is carrying swords. Some swords are already made.
Warfare, that 12 for now. And like, it's minus 12 still, minus 12. He will catch up, but will he have time? That's... We'll leave.
I don't think so. Just look at this. Come on, let's go. Let's
He
go.
even destroyed his 2 farms to... wow, what a shed.
No time.
To make his army release better.
Yeah. Who needs this time? Nah. That's nothing. He's going in.
But they're Wincon, by the way.
And
I'm not sure.
once
I'm not
again,
surprised.
this is questionable.
This is
right now.
questionable, but you know those guys from left team. Look at Mithrellas. He is not hurrying up with releasing his army. They have no idea what they will face soon.
It's very weird because this map is really small. It's risky to do what they are doing.
He's taking that risk, and actually,
I don't like that they are chasing this stupid knight. It's better just to go.
yeah, especially with warriors. So while he's still no release of army from Mithrellas.
And now they see everything of this.
They see two
They
guys
show-
from
okay,
barbarians,
okay,
and
he
he clicked the button.
He finally started. But W33 will have only 20 bowmen.
Well, like 25, but they should retreat as I mean, W33 should as soon as
he's running
possible.
back.
But yeah, that's greed by Mithrellas is another like
Major problem.
a major problem I wanted to say because I just forgot. I don't know that word. It's about like pin or nail. Yeah, nail to his coffin. I wanted to say.
Maybe it's big. I mean, if you will compare the distances between towns, it's not that huge as, for example, at Plankton or at Schleswig map. Here it's really smaller.
It's not a new dawn as well, but compared to
it's-
those you said, it's really short. All this is in comparison. So well, but actually, greed is good. I see that Mithrellas actually released his army. He's going. He will be in time with his
he
army.
didn't do it. Just look how many
Oh.
sword fighters are going there somewhere.
Okay, probably he should pin that somehow to W33 to protect himself.
What's he staying? Oh, okay, moving.
Small map, and also your location thunder are like really long, so you can spawn on these borders. It's nothing like the plankton is of the same size, but the locations are placed on that corners. So what do we have here? Knight is dead. Well, actually,
Mithrellas has really nice amount of bows.
yeah. The question is how DontTalk will use his militia, because if he want to use them as the front units, that's a disaster. -1 knight, for example. By the way, for Mithrellas, kind of
Come on,
unpleasant.
release it. Release it.
He's losing everything.
Five sword fighters.
Well, probably he forgot about them. I mean, militias. He even released militias. But the guys from the top are really scary because they have no vision. Where is your scout, dude? Actually, Batso could do one. That was actually a good reason to make your farm and leather production to make a scout.
Look at this reinforcements.
These are not scouts, so whatever.
I don't.
Well, that's that's a throw.
Very questionable. Yeah.
That's a throw. Let's name it as it is. Actually, and okay, he was afraid of pikes, so he could not start rushing with his knights. But that usage of warriors is really throw.
What warriors? I don't get what you're talking about.
Barbarians, I mean, warriors. They are also
What
warriors.
barbarians?
What okay. No such unit on this map. Actually, without feeling quite good, but Mithrellas is suffering as he lost half of his bowman because somehow it's too difficult to move like 3 tiles behind.
It's enough anyway. Just look how much stronger they were.
Well,
finally Mithrellas released it, and that's something that he needed here right now.
it's not that big difference, though, I must say, but because Mithrellas lost by far a lot of bowmen right now. For example, W33 saved them somehow and actually traded quite well, quite evenly. They still have some chances, but I wouldn't give up if I were them.
I don't get why DontTalk is not. Oh, finally he's releasing something.
Yeah, they're busy on the battlefield, so it's quite an easy excuse. Well, you see, it's really close.
I mean, Botso has enough time to release his army, so
There will be some kind of round 2.
he got reinforcements all the way.
Here comes the 6 swords he really needed, killing 2 knights. It's not a big army for, but no possible unit for w33 as he released everything he could. And he will
That's
also
easy.
lose. Not so close. I think they can like protect this and.
The best way right now to play would be for DontTalk just go with knights in town and he's doing to kill serfs.
This means that this game is on Mithrellas.
These shooters will do the job.
So okay, they are surrendering.
So w33 is out. Easy stones.
Well, you've seen it for yourself. Actually, that's just... I cannot say that their strategy was really more powerful. But, well, mentioning the fact that how DontTalk use his barbarians. But they were just punished for being greedy.
No one cares. You can't judge the winners.
Of course I can't. But yeah, maybe you can guess that the amount of soldiers equipped is quite close, but if we open the graphs, we can see that this amount is because they made some reinforcements later on, but not by peacetime. And if you can say, especially in terms of iron power, they are by far higher than team number 1. That's quite interesting.
Could change something.
They could. I mean
sword fighters have Mithrellas.
And the records of w33 as well. So, yeah,
this
that's
was
combined. Well, you actually, the only thing you can probably expect from w33 to fail is gold by the end of the peacetime. That is the only mistake I've ever seen made by him. The only one. So, yeah, here comes the bets for DontTalk and Botso. Congratulations. So their next game will be against Motherland.
I guess so. It's interesting. Is there any reason to wait? The end of the round.
Yeah. So, what are about our upcoming games? I think that's all for today. Yeah. So today is the 17th. So there's still unknown time for 4 games, and one will be the day after tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Nice strategy choice.
This as well, I think, if you don't, if you are not sure in your default strategy, it's also a possibility to rush, and the beta version with Town Hall is more friendly to do that compared to 6720, because rushes on 6720 are really niche, so it's possible to do what? Like iron only, but to do that you need 5, for example, iron mines.
You don't need that. You can make it with lower amount. And also,
you would still
it's
prefer.
not the only army that you can use to rush.
I just wanted to list them. So, for example, you can horse rush, but this is even more risky stuff. And what else? I've never seen something like militia plus iron or something like that in 6720. Though it's probably still possible, but
no,
I just never seen that.
A lot of garbage stuff like pikes, axe fighters, and bows. And just go in. You can make
like 100
about
units.
120 soldiers this way, something like that. That's crazy amount. some maps.
Maybe at some maps,
From
but
100 to 120, depending on map and so on.
the reason
That's
is
really big force. You can do a lot of stuff. with it.
somehow I just haven't seen it on the tournaments. Like-
Grossmeister did it once, as far as I remember.
On the first one, because I haven't seen that.
No, it was even, if I remember correct, on Mendes tournament, something like that.
Which was even earlier, right?
No, it was between some of them.
I just don't remember the Mendes tournament.
Maybe 2 years ago. It wasn't finished.
Okay.
That was so nice that we couldn't even finish it.
Actually, guys, I have a really big question. Okay, I can understand why do we have games, I mean tournament games, on the previous beta version, but the thing I cannot understand, really cannot understand, is that when I open the newest beta, I see literally no lobbies here, and I wonder why. I just don't get it, because this version is just better than the previous beta, but players somehow played that old beta with high pin for most Europeans. So, well, probably, as this server is located in Siberia, literally, so it's quite...
Maybe it's better to move it.
Yeah, somewhere to Europe or
I
at least the
started it
European Russian
just for
part.
test because I thought that it's possible to get some Chinese players and players from Europe.
It seems like
We actually tested it, and Europe players have about 120, yeah, as you're right, ping. It's playable, more than playable. But the idea was to get some Chinese players. And by the way, General, what ping do you have at this server? That's something interesting as well, since you are from India.
Okay, I can get this for Europeans, but about Russian guys, it's still questionable. You know, that's a
How
really
does it
funny
work?
thing.
Why the server located in West Russia works worse for you than European servers? Can you explain that for me?
Those, I mean, cables position probably they probably we're like we are connected with India through Europe or some stuff like that. I don't know, and not
Maybe he's using some European VPN or something like that. I don't know. That's
yeah.
weird.
Just look at this. So example, it's looks like almost Russian lobby, except Skeletor and the General Star, by the way, played on Shlisich on Ritter's server, but in previous beta.
Who cares?
Because
I guess
Rutin is
guys
from
want
Germany
to
or
continue
United
playing
Kingdom.
it. Ah, that's why.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So as for Chinese, it's probably better, but still because of that firewall and that stuff, I'm still not sure. The thing is that it's even possible to play with this thing on Chinese server right now, as the netcode on beta is by far better than in 6.7.20. Like, by far. And if someone is lagging, he is lagging only for himself and not for the rest of the lobby. So for now, it's really possible to play with Chinese guys. The problem here, and with South American as well. Brazilian and others. Probably the problem here is that because of that long time of so-called isolation, we play really different games. I mean, the game settings and game modes. Cables, no direct on cables in Asia.
Yeah, that makes sense. Then
Cables in Asia. Well, I literally knew nothing, know nothing about that, so I will tend to believe that. said long time. Yeah, actually, I think we are finishing for
Long cable.
long cable. I think we are finishing for at least this one stream exactly.
I guess so. There's nothing else to watch.
So yep, and I will probably give up on playing this one. So thank you for watching, guys, everyone. See you soon.
Good luck.
And maybe someone to raid?
Let's see. I don't know.
Nah, classic is offline.
Someone else?
Nah, no one.
And
By the
not
way,
this time.
tell Sado to mark his stream as Knights and Merchants: The Shattered Kingdom and not talking. Yeah. Just chatting, I mean.
Just chatting, yeah. It's in English.
That's all.
Same goes for YouTube, I guess. As far as I remember, I've seen some weird descriptions there.
Well, probably. Okay, I think that's for now. It's definitely all. So good luck.